عندنا الإذاعة والتلفزيون.
تعالوا هنا تعالوا هنا.
الإذاعة والتلفزيون هنا أهو.
احنا لو صورنا في امريكا يطلعوا وراني. صح ولا لا؟
يقول لك ممنوع.
والله يقول لك ممنوع.
والله التصوير على البحر.
صح. بس احنا نروح نصور في امريكا. ماشي؟
انا مش امريكيه.
امال ايه؟
مش من امريكا.
من فين؟
روسيا صح؟
انا المانيه.
المانيه. رحت نصور في المانيا. يجروا وراه. لا والله
اوعى تطلع.
لا العظيم
مالك؟
I don't know. I think people would call me expat, but I don't really know what this word means. It means that I left my country and now I live in a foreign country, which is kind of the same like an immigrant, just from another country. I don't know. And an immigrant probably had to leave for economic reasons or something like this. I don't know. But I think I'm not a tourist, but I'm of course not Egyptian. Like, I don't know. I'm Elly. Elly living in Cairo.
It's kind of hard to leave this country because like 10 years, I'm now almost 30, so a third of my age I spend here. How can I live that easily? There's no way. The reason I come back actually my parents, nothing else. I'm not interested in my country. Economically, politically, education system, everything. The people, military, you cannot imagine this.
And if we add the middle finger? It's cool, huh? It's cool, huh? It's really cool. Just once. See, the Egyptians get surprised when you say, I like it here. I couldn't go to Europe because it's extremely expensive. And America is, you just have America and Canada, you know. For music, it's better like Spain, Italy, Asia. It's like a tactic to being in a very nice location like Egypt. Again.
No.
Yeah.
Said once.
Tani. You speak Arabic? No? Yeah.
أضرب.
What's that? I don't know Arabic.
It means tennis racket.
Tennis racket?
إيه ده؟
You're totally Arabic.
Firstly, I came to Egypt because of my dad. I wanted to go to Germany, but my dad forbade me. No, you cannot go to Germany. I don't think it's a good idea. It's not a good place for you to be. Why don't you travel to Egypt to study? Really? Sure, why not? And yeah, we managed everything. He gave me stuff. And that was the very first time he cried for me. I never seen him cry. at any time in my life. That the very first time when I left him at the airport, he cried. I saw his tears, and yeah, and everything. And I miss them. I miss my mom.
I mean, this is boring to film this presentation, PowerPoint presentation for a workshop in a Helwan University. So I will talk about this Venezuelan music and specifically about guitar, no? The classical guitar in Venezuela. It's in 2 weeks, 21. You want to see the poster? Look, you can read it. Maybe let me try to find my name here. Mora. Cesar Mora.
Ich finde Kairo aber ehrlich gesagt mit jedem Mal, wo ich hier bin, weniger stressig. Also ich fand es beim ersten Mal, als ich hier hingekommen bin mit dem Theaterprojekt, so unglaublich anstrengend. Ich dachte irgendwie, oh mein Gott, wie kann man hier leben? Also ich fand das einfach nur krass. Also ich fand es viel zu laut und irgendwie, es war so, ich habe auch nichts verstanden und mich hat die Stadt echt total krass gestresst. Ich war voll überfordert hier irgendwie. Und danach, als ich dann nochmal hingekommen bin, fand ich es irgendwie schon besser und jetzt, wo ich hier lebe, finde ich es irgendwie total okay. Also man gewöhnt sich da irgendwie dran. Also besonders, wenn man halt anfängt, Arabisch zu lernen und dann sich einfach besser zurechtfindet. Und
ja.
Finde ich schon irgendwie. Anyway, I was planning to go to Barcelona at that time. It was already planned that I would study in Barcelona, and I just changed the city because I was anyway not convinced of the place. Of course, I like Barcelona, it's a nice city, but I wasn't curious about it. I was just like, okay, I can study there what I want to study. Okay, I speak Spanish, so I can go there. Some friends of mine have friends there, so it might be cool. I have some contacts, but it was a really rational decision. About Cairo, I don't know. I wanted to live with my friends here, and I don't know. I was really curious about it. I had this tension of I want to go there, no matter what.
The culture is different. It's totally the Muslim culture. Sometimes it's okay. Then it's quite different than what I'm used, no? But you just have to respect. It's not that I will come here and start complaining about a culture that is not my country, a people that is, you know. So you just respect. A few times then, when we do like this, we can go back to. Also because Venezuela is extremely open mind and Latin America in general, so maybe the contrast is too much. Okay, we can try. Yeah, and that's all. It gives more energy.
I had some funny situations like with praying actually, because I'm not used to this. It's not part of the culture that I was raised in. So I have a Christian background, and we don't have these praying rituals. We pray in church, for example, and we maybe pray before food and before going to bed. But this is not fixed to a certain time, and it doesn't also have these special movements. That's to fold the hands. That's basically it. And in the church, of course, to sit down on your legs, stuff like that. But I was once coming in the teacher's room at work, and my colleague was standing in the room with her hands like this down. It's part of this prayer movement. And I was thinking she has pain, and I was just like, oh my gosh, what's happening with her? And then in the next second I was realizing, oh no, she's praying. Ooh, don't say anything. And then when I saw the carpet, and I was like, oh God, alhamdulillah, I didn't say anything. And I just turned back, and I was really embarrassed that I didn't know, that I didn't realize this from the beginning.
بعض المسلمين يفهمون أن وافدين إما إندونيسيا أو ماليزيا أو ممكن في دول أفريقيا الآخر هم لا يعرفون دين الإسلام. لما لقينا مع بعض المسلمين سألنا: هل أنت مسلم؟ هل تقرأ القرآن؟ هل تعرف كيف الصلاة؟ وهكذا. لابد على المسلمين يفهمون أن في إندونيسيا في ماليزيا هناك في دين الإسلامي كثير، في معهد تعليم الإسلامي كثير، وفي محافظتنا أشي الحكومة تقوم بحكم الإسلامي خاصة، وليس حكومة يعني حكومة جمهورية، لكن حكومة إسلامية، وهذا خاصة في محافظة أشي. ممكن لا يوجد في أي محافظة في العالم الآخر، حتى الذي يفهم أنه هناك قاعدة موجود في الإسلام كمثل في مصر، ولكن في مصر أكثر علوم الإسلام ودقيق وأعمق عن الإسلام.
وأصبح واحد البلاد الإسلامي الذي يكون آمنا أن يتعلم فيه الطلاب. سوريا أصبح خربان، اليمن أصبح، السعودية أصلا غالي، فقط مصري، بقيت مصر ولا غير.
There's a lot of Mexican movies and there's a lot of Mexican words that people hear in here. So they think like anything that is in America or South or Central America, everything is Mexico, you know? So if you tell Venezuela, you can say like, Mexico, hola amigo, you know, like talking like Mexican. There's also cartoons, like Speedy Gonzales is like a mouse, like a rat. It's like, órale, 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 arriba, 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 arriba. So it's funny because we're not Mexicans, we're Venezuelans, you know? So it's different. But I mean, also, we don't know about Arab war. So maybe we can say like anything like terrorism. But you are not all terrorism. Huh? It's a small group called Brotherhood or anything. Or in Syria, but we say like, no, Arab war.
مصر تختلف شوي من عندنا في إندونيسيا. عددنا يعني في توقيت مثلا زي أوتوبيس. هنا عندكم الأوتوبيس، الناس اللي بينتظروا الأوتوبيس، الناس مستنيين أوتوبيس. هنا ما عندنا بالعكس بقى، إحنا عندنا الأوتوبيس اللي مستني الناس، وبعدين التوقيت مش موجود. يعني مثلا لما عايز نروح الكلية، فالمفروض بقى الأوتوبيس يجي الساعة 8، ف8:30 لسه ما جاش، 9 لسه ما جاش، يعني حسب الظروف بقى. وبعدين لما ندخل مقهى قهوة، فكوباية أصلا بيحطوا كوباية لسه نص، المية لسه نص. أنا كنت عايز أشرب الكله فيرفع على طول. ده بقى مش موجود عندنا، مفيش كلام ده عندنا.
I'm always confused by these belly dance videos on the television. It's too much skin, seriously. It's confusing me. It's so exaggerated. Sama ya kak Bulan.
عبط.
ها؟
عبط.
أبدا؟
عبط.
عبد يعني إيه؟ عبط.
It's the adjective of عبيط. Crazy.
Stupid.
Stupid. Yeah. Stupid.
Stupid is an adjective. صفة.
عبط. لا. دي
Noun. اسم.
noun.
اسم. Noun. No man. Okay. Stupidity. Oh. No, I feel embarrassed when I watch this. I feel like Cesar super. I shouldn't look there, Aslan. So if you want, we can just walk a bit over the market.
Where?
And then, I don't know, do you want to eat something? I asked and didn't eat anything except for breakfast and this.
Me too. أصلاً
Do you like fish? ممكن ناكل سمك في وسط البلد.
في أول مرة جئت إلى مصر أتعلم العامية عن طريق الأغاني المصرية. أغاني عامية.
قول.
Tunggu im nak boleh.
Muhammad Munir.
Su ya su habibi ya basu.
في كل من تاني أكيد رجعي. عمرو دياب.
لا تستحي
كمل.
مثل الأغنية. يهمك في إيه؟ أموت ولا عشتك لما لكش تسألني فيه وهتقول لي إيه ده اللي بيتغير أكيد بيبان عليه.
I didn't know that Cairo was that big, to be honest, because I always thought, no, I know the big cities in the world. I know Mexico City, New York, I don't know, Paris is not even that big, London is a bit bigger. I don't know, but I didn't know the size of Cairo, and I also didn't know anything. People driving the car crazy like here. We have 2 lines, so we have 2 lines. This means we have 2 lines. They stay it, they are 2 lines, and they are stay it. Yeah. No 3, no 4, no like passing a car from the right side.
We actually have 2 lines,
from
but
the
like
left
this.
side. Yeah. No, there are rules. They're important.
Friendship is important for us, for me, because you find like somebody to talk and spend time and usually make very creative conversations, and it's nice. I find friends easily with music, with guitar, but they are usually colleagues. But to find friends like that they are no musicians is a bit harder.
إن هذا القرآن يهدي للتي هي أقوم ويبشر المؤمنين.
الله يفتح عليك.
ويبشر المؤمنين الذين يعملون